What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the 1/144th scale Quiet Zero display base made by DDB Corgi models, providing a sensible set piece for your high-grade Gundam aerial rebuild to complement your potential Gundnodes. While technically being made up of 4 runners, the base itself is its own runner. Naturally, being a static action base, the construction is really simple, but the typical issue of janky fitment is also present here. Thankfully, it's the type that you can easily muscle through, so no extra mods are needed. Besides, I was surprised to find some undergates on parts of the arm. Otherwise, it's a simple construction that is physically tougher to put together. Now granted, this isn't a one-to-one representation of the Quiet Zero unit, but it's understandably far more efficient to provide a gantry than attaching a disembodied arm into a circular room the diameter as tall as the Neo Zeong inside a giant space coffin. But for what they did, the arm actually matches the styling of the Quiet Zero parts really well, while the rest of the base is a great representation of the internal mounting unit, featuring the principal details and great sculpting. Unfortunately, the base does not feature any movable parts, but that's no big deal. Mounting the aerial rebuild on isn't hard either, as the bits can be directly plugged onto the ring, with the exception of the longer bits, as provided adapters are needed to plug them together before being mounted onto the base. And the aerial just sits onto the flat peg in the central bracket. And since this is a mostly static setup in the show, there really isn't much to elaborate on other than the full display looks adequate for a miniaturized version of Quiet Zero, and translates the scene into kit form really well. On top of that, the adapters for the long bits can be used to convert 2 of the ports to a flat peg type. With that, a set of 3 rounds of flat peg adapters, as well as an arm extension, can be used to mount the standard aerial and its bits onto the display base. It's quite troubling setting this up, but I guess it's a passable display. Finally, a section of the sprue can be turned into an arm to mount the Gundam Calibarn onto the base after removing the top arm. And apart from how wobbly it is, the fact that it doesn't use the standard contraptions kinda ruins the immersion despite how good the Calibarn seems to fit in with the base. Additionally, an adapter is included to have the ring face forward after flipping all the bits upside down. I'm not too sure why you would display them like that, but it's an option, I guess. Finally, a pair of closed fists is included for aerial type units. Sure, you'd need to paint the hand covers, but it's a supplementary hand option should you want them. Overall, the DDB Corgi Quiet Zero action base does exactly what it needs to. Despite it not possessing as many play options as the Bud Carrier while serving the same purpose, its mostly static nature in the anime gives the lack of movable parts a pass. The setup process is straightforward for the aerial rebuild, and the results are quite reflective of the anime scenes, while the extra pair of hands are like cherries on top. Sure, the options for the standard Aerial and Calibarn are a bit odd, but they do provide more options should you not want to stick the rebuild onto the base. Overall, if you want a supplementary display piece for the rebuild or your G-Witch setup, I would definitely recommend picking up one of these when you come across one. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.